Hello guys, what's up? This is Scher talking. Welcome back into my channel. Today's video I'll be doing a series of walkthrough for Dragon Quest Tact. This is the first video covering the first chapter of the story. I want to clear all the content in this game by using only free and farmable characters so everyone can replicate my strategies. You do not need to do so, but this will at least guide you into how I am clearing content, and I can prove that everyone can have fun without really spending if they don't want to. So, well, let's just click on Touch to start. Let's have to click on Agree. 16 years old. You can click on No here. If you are rerolling on this game, I strongly recommend you doing so because you can guarantee some S characters and they are very rare in this game. The chances to get an S character are pretty low, like 3% chances low. So every 3 multiples you do, you have an average of almost 1 new S character. The gems that you get in this game are not so many, so I strongly recommend you doing a reroll. I will be giving a link here in the description of the video so you can follow. There's also recommendations with the characters that you should be starting, but for the videos I will only be using the farmable characters. I also don't recommend you starting with more than 1 S character. Even if you get more than one, choose just one and start the game and farm some monsters to play, okay? Well, I will not be playing the story mode. You guys can enjoy the story while you play. It's better this way. Well, the first fight is not really a stage, it's just a tutorial. You cannot even retry this fight. It's also impossible to lose. The game will just explain how it works. It uses a grid system, very similar to Fire Emblem Heroes, actually, if you have played that game. You just have to click on the enemy to attack. You can also move and then choose the attack later. If your enemy is within your range, it will always attack. We have this skill called Light Strike with this named knight that attacks 2 targets in his front. It's a very useful attack. And now we have 3,000 gems to get. This is enough to do your first multiple. A multiple costs 3,000 gems. And it's even showing you some powerful characters that you can summon later. But there's a catch here. As you can see, you can only do your summons after you finish the episode 1 for chapter 2. Now we have the login bonus screen. We have 2 login bonus. One is the normal one and the other one is based on the launch of the game. Let's click on close. The game will take you to adventure mode, but also be explaining background missions. You need to clear all of them to get 1 ticket. This ticket here is important. It gives you a guarantee as character. You will only be able to do this after you reach chapter 6, so don't mind so much about this right now. Now don't go on adventure yet. Click on present box. You will see a King Slime here that is given as a launch game bonus. You'll be getting the King Slime. It helps a little on the start, although he's not a very good character. Now we go to story. Chapter 1, episode 1, use an ability. You don't need to change anything, but, well, if you click on enemy info, it will show you the enemies that you will face. And details, it will show you something about the rewards. The first clear reward is only for the first time you clear the stage. And you have missions, and it gives you some more gems. They usually only give 10. But it's still something that you need to farm. Usually 10 turns, 5 turns, and don't get KO'd are the fixed missions. Sometimes you have special ones, but this is usually what you need to do. Okay, so now we can click on Embark. Okay, now the fight started. The game still wants us to use the skill Light Strike. Well, it also says that you can use Auto Battle right now. Let's just move the King Slime to another point. This is a spell. It's not even needed to use this. Just to explain a little more that the King Slime has a spell that locks magical attacks from your enemies. And the Knight Slime has this Light Strike that can hit 2 enemies in a row. Well, now we can simply click on auto since this fight is super easy. And this is the results screen. It shows if you cleared any of the missions, the experience that your characters got. I also always use a 5 character squad because the experience does not change. If you are usually using 1 character, you get the same experiences as using 5. So there's no reason to use lower amounts of characters in a squad. The gold is also pretty low. You can see that we only got 10 gold. In this game, gold is a very important resource. Now we have episode 2. Here you have a first time drop for this other character here, called Tact. It's pretty good for the start of the game, especially if you are not using premium units. And this time you will see that the game wants you to use Light Strike again. And I still recommend you going on auto. It's just explaining that you can hit an enemy after an obstacle if you are using an area attack. Okay, our characters are on level 3. And some of them will learn new skills by level up. Like Slime Knight now has Glacier Slash. Lower Rarity characters learn spells faster and earlier than higher Rarity ones. Draki just joined us. He was a first clear reward. It was not a drop. Okay. Now there's episode 3. You can see that Draki was already added to the squad. And now let's just click on Bark. This time we have more enemies and diverse enemies, actually. Another thing that the game wants to explain is that if you hit the weakness of your enemy, it will say Brilliant alongside the damage. Brilliant means that you hit the weaknesses and will do more damage. You can also see different results like giving lower damage by hitting the resistance of your enemy instead of the weaknesses. So you can see this on the field. Go here on menu. You will see the elements of your enemies. You can switch out, but element is the best one. So you can see which elements are they weak to. I also suggest you just turn full auto since this fight is not about strategy yet. The bat can attack from afar. He's a spellcaster. Spellcasters are very strong on this game. Especially because of the small field. You can hit multiple enemies with some spellcasters. Next is episode 4. It's still a pretty easy stage, but this time we have a boss. I recommend you playing this on manual. You'll be getting this Great Saber Cup. This is a very good unit to start the game. It has a 4 move panel, so better agility as well. You have to be careful. It will attack first and also move more than other enemies. And when using this, you see how good this one is. Let's just go and embark. We even have an animation for the boss fight. Oh, look how menacing. I'm afraid. So turn off your auto now. Magellan gives some hints here. They are cute, but they can move for 4 spaces. Mind how you position your party members. On this game, you cannot see on the field the distance and the movement panel of your enemies. You have to calculate based on the grid. It's not like some Fire Emblem games where you see the surroundings. Okay, so we have 3 enemies here. We can already kill this one with normal attack. As you can see, this tiger is pretty fast. He's acting after the King's line. On this point here, I prefer to just give this Slime Knight this position. He will be attacked, no worries. He's just like my tank right now. And then we can use a fire spell with Draki. Draki needs to be very far to use spells. Right now we can stay here, put. We can also calculate how many moves the tiger can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can attack if we stay here, but if we stay here instead, it will not attack us. As you can see. Well, now we only have the tiger. Out of range. It knows that it does more damage towards Lime Knight, and that's the reason why it changed the target. Glacier is weak. We don't do much damage with Glacier against the Tiger. Line Strike deals a little more damage than a normal attack, remember this. Another point is that we can check the skill power of our characters by looking on this. As you can see, Light Strike deals 110% potential physical damage, so 10% more damage than a normal attack. And also the Glacier Slash deals more, but it's Ice Element. Here it's called Crack. If you have passives, they may appear here on the perk, and your resistance are here as well. Starting from here is always a good idea to check your enemies to see the resistances and weaknesses. Here, as you can see, it's weak against fire and dark, but resistant against ice and light. You can also see the status element resistance that plays a very important part on this game as well. Now we can simply click here on auto. Remember, the speed fast only works normal and fast. The super fast is only for those that purchase VIP pack. The fight is done. We did well. And we will get our Saber Cup here as well. And our party is just growing. Here, Great Saber Cup. As you can see, just joining us. Now with this, we just unlocked the chapter number 2. I will not be doing this right now, because we will save this for the next video. So that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. You can help support the channel by using any of the links in the description. We also have a Discord server where we can chat about this game and others. We see each other on the next video. Bye.